Hello, and welcome to the Empowerography Podcast. This is a platform created for women's voices to be heard and a place to share their stories, journeys, and successes with the world for the purpose of helping other women who might be on similar journeys. We are empowering women one episode at a time. I'm your host, Brad Walsh, so kick back, grab one of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the stories. If you're looking for jewelry that makes an impact on your self-care routine and your style, Empowerography would love to offer you a discount code to one of our exclusive partners, Quartz & Canary Jewelry and Wellness Company. Please use code EMPOWER15 to receive 15% off upon checkout at www.quartzandcanary.com. Quartz & Canary is truly the place where spirituality meets style. Hello there, Brad Walsh here, your host of the Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest is Stephaine King. She's a realtor based in Toronto, Canada. How are you doing this morning, Stephanie?
Hi, Brad. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thank you for agreeing to be here and share your story with us today. I appreciate you being a guest.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It means a lot. So I'm looking forward to today.
Awesome. Excellent. So I read you've always had a love and a passion for real estate, all aspects of it from a young age. What is it that you love so much about real estate?
Well, I definitely would agree that I love all aspects of real estate. I genuinely love the meeting new people and determining really what they want and matching, being a matchmaker for a house and a person. I love the negotiation side of it. Mm-hmm. It really makes me feel empowered, and seeing the different architectural of like the different architects of the homes and the different layouts and different spaces, it really is intriguing to me.
Now, how long have you been in the real estate game?
Almost 5 years now. So that's a great milestone to hit as well.
For sure. What were you doing before you got into real estate?
I was working in events, actually. I was working downtown at the Carlu.
Beautiful venue.
Yeah.
Love that place.
I'm a history buff as well, actually. And
oh, are you?
I don't know if you've ever personally been there, but
yes, I have.
The rooms are truly stunning, and there's a lot of history in each one, and it really is going back in a time capsule, essentially, when you're there.
Yeah, the rooms are beautiful. The architecture is gorgeous. It's just the whole feel of the building is amazing. It's beautiful.
It really is. We held some wonderful, wonderful events there, and I know they definitely still are doing that. I really loved what I did. I just knew in my gut that I wanted to be in real estate, and number two, I wanted to be my own boss. So right. I think that really was my biggest driving factor to push me to complete the school and, well, be where I'm at now.
Were you an event planner?
Not necessarily. I helped with the events. Okay. It's just such a big venue. There was a lot of people for a lot of things.
Right.
And it was more ensuring all the staff was where they're supposed to be when they are. Everyone's there for food service, or the washrooms are being cleaned. Everyone has wine, all that fun stuff. Just really ensuring that all the tasks are being met and we're organized.
Right. Now, I read that you had quite the incredible first year in the real estate game. That must have felt amazing, hitting that milestone that you hit. I believe you hit almost 100K in your first year.
Yeah, it was a great milestone. I must admit that itself is a great feeling, but more than anything, it really was driving me for my future. Yes, of course, money makes the world go round, and we all pay for our bills. So that is definitely something that was super positive. But more than anything, I went into real estate thinking that I wasn't going to make any money. I was living downtown, actually, and I was renting a condo and going back up for lease. And the realtor came in, this older, lovely gentleman, very blunt. And I told him that I was I was in school for doing my real estate course, and I asked him if he had any advice for me.
Mm-hmm.
His blunt words, and I'll never forget them. They really were such a wonderful impact in my life, though, were you're not going to make any money in your first couple years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it really, I think it hit me hard in a good way, though. It really made me look at real estate in a different way. I think a lot of people in any entrepreneurial job or path that someone's going down, if you're not in it for the right reasons, you're probably not going to succeed. And money, being in something for money typically isn't the right reason, in my opinion.
I would agree.
And I think I went into it trying to hit all my firsts. So get my first sale, get my first buyer, do my first pre-construction, my first assignment, my first lease. And I went into it with that mindset instead of making money. And well, truly, I hit both. I got all my first done and I walked away with some good money. So
amazing. Did those words from him take you aback at first and think, what the hell am I doing?
Yes.
Here's this seasoned guy and he's telling me I'm not going to make any money.
Yeah, he followed, you're not going to make any money in your first couple of years with what do you want? And I said, I want your car. He was driving a G-Wagon.
Okay.
And he looked at me and goes, Stephanie, I'm 70. It took that long. So I realized that it was going to take me a few years to get that G-Wagon, but just to stay motivated. I think it did take me back a little bit initially, but I have held on to that for so long, and I most likely will hold on to that for my entire life. And I think that is truly a driving force for me to succeed, and not to succeed for money, but to succeed for my passion.
For sure. I'm sure it was an incredible motivator. Scary, but motivating.
Definitely.
Now, that's a pretty incredible first year. You don't normally hear about first year real estate agents hitting that kind of target. I mean, I'm blown away.
It definitely took a lot of hustle. It really, it's anything though, right? I believe, it could have been like, I spent a lot of time working. Like my first year, and not to say that I'm not spending as much time now, I just am spending it differently now. That my first year was a lot of getting clients. So hustling, meeting new people, networking. I spent a lot of time doing that. And I think that really paid off in the long run.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yes, it did. It did paid off in spades.
Definitely. I did before because the lovely gentleman who shared his kind feelings and words with me, it made me remember that I should save some money to have a little bit of a float in my life to pay those bills that we speak of.
Yeah. Did you stay in contact with him and go back to him and say, hey, look what I did my first year?
I actually did not, to be honest with you, but I wish I knew his name, and I would just give him a call and tell him one day I'm going to get that G-Wagon.
Now, you also hold the title of real estate broker. That's pretty incredible and ambitious this early on in your real estate career. So what made you decide to go for your broker's license?
Well, number one, I think when you have true passion and dedication in whatever field or industry that is for yourself, you want to be the best you can be in that field. And having your broker's license is the highest title you can hold in real estate. So I think that was a big push for me, just to be the best I can be in my field. And well, number two, it really helped with my younger voice and my younger looking self to just show that to other agents more than like other realtors, more than clients I talk with, and I think my knowledge and expertise shines through talking with them, and they understand why we're going to make a great team. Other realtors that you work with on each transaction, heard my little young voice, and I don't think maybe they took me seriously. And I think that was a driving force for me to get my broker's license as well. I genuinely think it has paid off in that degree as well. But more than anything, I want to have my own brokerage one day, and having that title is a necessity.
Awesome. Love your drive and determination.
When you love something, you reach for the stars, right?
Absolutely. So what do you envision or want for your business in the next 5 years?
Well, I definitely would say to continue growing, because I think, this is again for anything in the world, we never stop growing, we never stop learning. The moment we do, we aren't excelling further. So I say keep growing, keep reaching for the stars. And in turn, I really would love one day in the near future to have my own office and have a team under me. So right now, just building a team and reaching for those goals, because that would be my ultimate goal, would be to be the broker of an office and have a wonderful team under me that's learning and growing, and I'm there to help motivate them.
Awesome. I'm sure you'll achieve it. Look at what you've done in the first 5 years of your business. So I'm sure you'll have no problems hitting your goals.
Oh, thank you, Brad. I will keep hustling and keep working hard at them. So I'm hoping that'll all pay off.
I'm sure it will. What is it that excites you most about being an entrepreneur?
I would say the hustle. The hustle to me is really something that you're getting, like, you're reaping the benefits of your own success. So you're working towards your own goals and you're being your own boss. I think those are things that really excite me and show a true entrepreneur.
Excellent. Now, what would you say is the biggest pain point that you've been dealing with in your business these days? I mean, of course, aside from the pandemic that we're all going through, but aside from that, what would you say is the biggest pain point in your business?
Well, other than COVID.
Yeah.
And COVID really has brought a lot of uncertainty, so I will say that. But furthermore, there has been a lot of changes in the real estate industry as a whole lately. Okay. I think those have, like the schooling. So right before you do all your real estate schooling privately through OREA, the Ontario Real Estate Association.
Yeah.
Humber College has actually taken over now, which is super exciting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it, as of November, I believe Humber has actually already taken over, but OREA ceases to exist come November. So it will be official then. But a lot of new rules and new understanding comes along with that. So yes, people like myself, that we already have our license, we don't necessarily need to go to the school, but we are going to be held to a different caliber because of the new schooling rules and things that they have put into effect.
Huh, okay. What do you think is your unique skill set or superpower that's helped you become so successful in the real estate game?
I would say genuinely my true passion and love for what I do. I think this goes for anything again, that when you have true love and passion for something that you're so dedicated and driven towards, that is what's going to shine through anything. And that's going to be your superpower, because whether it be selling homes, selling makeup, being an entrepreneur in any way, when you see someone happy because of something you're providing or shown them, that's what sits so well with me and makes me happy when I see a client really truly fall in love. So awesome. I think that's a good superpower.
What are some of the challenges you faced early on in the real estate game, and how'd you overcome them?
I would definitely say being younger. That was something that I did find not challenging per se, but it was definitely a sticking point and something I thought about quite frequently. I did end up using it to my advantage for clients. I would say, well, I'm here. I have a great team backing me, and I'm here to dedicate all my efforts, time, and energy to helping you achieve whatever you want to achieve, whether that be finding a home, selling your home, anything in between that if you're looking for an investment property. And younger initially was a challenge, but I think it's like anything. If we look at something negative and we can turn it into a positive, I really find that to be something of value for myself at least, because something that I looked at being negative, being younger, and people weren't going to take me seriously, I'd look at all the things that I thought were negative and then try and find the positive in it. And I do believe it worked out well. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. What do you know now that you wish you'd known when you first started?
That you'll never know everything in this world. We're always growing and we're always learning. The moment that we stop, we're putting ourselves, we're not giving ourselves enough credit, because whether it be technology, whether it be relationship growing, building business, anything of the sort, like how can you know everything? How can you stop learning? So I would say that, yeah, you'll never know everything, and just keep learning.
I like that. Yeah. If we stop learning, I think we cease to exist. You always have to keep learning. I mean, life is a learning experience. We learn from our mistakes. It's just, you got to keep moving. You got to keep learning. Well,
it's like I always say to newer agents when they come into the office, my biggest thing for them, because the thing is, when you're, and I'm sure this is for everything, I'm just more geared towards real estate.
Yeah.
But when you're going into something and you're not comfortable doing it, you're scared when someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer. That's something that scares a lot of people. Like, what if the what ifs? Like, what if this client asks me, well, what do I do with my financing condition? Or what's a status certificate? Or what does CAC stand for? All these what ifs. And it's like I say to the newer realtors when we're chatting and they're training, is your biggest question the biggest statement that you want to remember is, that's a great question. Let me look into it and I'll get back to you.
There you go. Yeah. Never say, I don't know. Just tell them you'll look into it and have an answer for them.
And that to me is such a powerful statement, because it's showing that you're confident, you're going to find the answer for them, and in turn you're going to find the answer for yourself, and best believe you will never forget that answer again. That's
right. Next time someone asks you that question, you'll have the answer right away.
Yeah, you'll remember that time. Oh shoot, remember that time I had to go research and find and I delivered, and now I remember it forever. So
that's right.
It's a very powerful thing. You won't know everything. So if you have the determination to go and be able to find the answer for yourself or your client, then that's showing your true power and your true integrity.
Exactly. What did you give up to get where you are today? What did you have to sacrifice?
I would say a lot of free time. But in a good way, like time with friends. I've missed birthday dinners or my anniversary dinners even.
Uh-oh.
Though, this is the thing, and both my significant other and I are self-employed. So we don't have 9-to-5 jobs. We don't have the 2 weeks vacation. We don't have those things. So as much as I give up free time when I have quote unquote planned it, some of my friends they've been upset in the past, but I have to look at my goals and my dreams, and that's really the driving force.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, if yes, you may have to give up something. What's the saying? Short-term gain? No.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, or
that's something. Right. Something to that effect. Yeah.
And to me, if I've been working with a client for months on end and we're going to wrap up something and they're going to be super happy, but I have to miss out on my anniversary dinner on the day of, well, I'm sacrificing the short term, but I could go have my anniversary dinner the next night and now celebrate as well that my client's happy. So
that's right.
So I would say the biggest thing I've sacrificed is free time, but I put the free time in when it's there, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
work comes first.
Yeah, but I believe that being an entrepreneur means you're building something from nothing. So you have to work hard. You're building your own empire in whatever way, shape, or form that is for you. So you're dedicated and you're determined. So it's not really quote unquote giving up. It's working towards those goals, and you see it's like tunnel vision. You know, you see the goal at the end of it, and you want to get there.
I like it. What profession other than the one you're currently in would you like to attempt?
That's a really good question. I really only ever see myself as a realtor.
Okay.
But I would definitely say something to do with animals, something on a positive side, like an animal shelter or somewhere that I could help them. That really, it would be such a passion of mine. I definitely don't know how I would go about it per se. But if I could, it's a conflict in my life. I'm definitely a city girl, and I could never see myself somewhere else. But I also wish I could have a big farm and have every animal there. So if I could bring that farm right into the middle of the city, that would be the best of both worlds for me. If you see any job like that, let me know, because I may give up my real estate.
I will. So speaking of passion, what is a passion of yours that you rarely share with other people, and why not?
I would definitely say that I'm an art enthusiast.
Okay.
I don't do art myself. I'm not that artistically talented, but I definitely have a love for art. It's definitely mine and my significant other's hobby. We love going to art shows in Toronto, or even traveling to go and see them. Montreal has some great ones. Miami has some great ones.
So you're an art collector then?
Yeah, I definitely would say that. I have an abundance of art.
Very cool.
But I think, and I love the story behind each artist. Like, when they share their story for each piece, it's like me not selling a home to a client, because I believe the home sells itself, but you hear the whole backstory of what made them envision and create the piece. Everything's so one of a kind and unique. It's like all of us people. We're all so different and unique and have our own special quirks that it makes me smile to look at them. And I love all the different colors. Definitely modern contemporary would be my style, but I have a good little collection going on.
Awesome. I love art. Art's amazing.
It really is. I agree.
Let's go down a not so serious route. Got some questions for you, a little on the personal side. Nothing too serious, but what sound or noise do you absolutely love?
Yeah, I would definitely say my phone ringing. My phone ringing is a sound I love, whether it be a client calling to tell me about like a property that I've sent them that they've fallen in love with and we want to go check it out, or it could be another realtor calling to say that a deal's accepted or they're bringing me an offer. Truly, my phone is that's where I conduct most of my business. Yes,
it's your lifeline.
It definitely, that's the perfect way of saying it. It's my lifeline. So anytime it rings, it really, it brings me joy.
Excellent.
Maybe sometimes, at like 11:30 at night when you just want to go to bed, not so much, but I'll still happily answer it.
What makes you feel inspired or like your best self?
I would say definitely helping others. I have such a passion for not only growing myself, but growing everyone around. Like, I train a lot of the realtors, like newer realtors.
Okay.
And it really is something that I have such a passion for. And that really stems and goes into what my goals are of having my own brokerage. Because the training aspect of it and helping others, when you see them like succeed and grow, like the other day I was going on a Zoom call just because of all the social distancing, and like walking someone through the process of writing an offer. It was their first time. I could tell you I can write an offer in 15, 20 minutes, because really you get comfortable. And when you're doing something like that's so repetitive, you learn all the things easy. Well, him and I were on a Zoom call for almost 2 hours. So it really, I wanted to walk him through each and every step. And I gave him a little homework of filling out a form on his property, just so it was like an example. And to see him have such a big smile on his face when he called me back to tell me he did it and how proud he was of himself was something that I found to be such a wonderful feeling, because that makes me inspired in helping, and it brings out the best self of me, but I can see it's bringing out the best self in someone else. And that to me is really like so powerful.
How did you get into teaching the newer agents? How did that come about?
I don't really have an answer for that. It kind of just happened. Okay. I am a part of like TREB, the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. Yeah. I'm a part of one of their committees, the YPN, the Young Professional Network Committee.
Okay.
And we, before pre-COVID life, we were holding monthly mastermind sessions, we called them, and it was essentially open to all realtors that were a part of TREB, and there's over 50,000. So
wow.
Not to say that all 50,000 were coming, but it was open to everyone. And it really was just supposed to be an open room where you can share, collect, network, and really just share things that you're struggling with or things that you have found of value, and really, really project that to everyone else. So I did a lot of talking and a lot of hosted the meetings myself, and really I really find passion in helping other people. It makes me feel the best I can be. I'm not a greedy person. If I learn something, I want to share it with everyone, because, well, if it's going to help me succeed and if it could help someone else succeed, why not? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. We empower ourselves through empowering others.
I love that. That is such a true statement, and I love that for myself. I'm going to hold on to that one, Brad.
Do it. How would you like to be remembered?
I would say as a positive ray of sunshine boss lady that inspired a lot of people, because
awesome.
whether that be clients in my work, or whether that be other realtors, friends, family, anything of the sort, I think I definitely am a positive person, and I would love for people to always know and remember that, for sure.
Well, your positivity shines through our call today, so it's definitely there, that's for sure.
Oh, well, thank you. That means that I'm doing my job.
There you go. How would you describe yourself in one word?
Okay, well, I did write down 3 words for this.
Okay,
I wrote problem. Positive, happy, and strong.
Okay, that all works.
One word, but,
Yeah, they're all one word. If you could hold on to one memory from your life forever, which one would it be?
Okay, so can I change it to 2? Because my little fur babies are my world. So, and there's 2 of them. So I would say 2 memories that I would hold on to is each day that I brought one of my little pups home.
Okay, that works. What is your favorite thing about your career?
My favorite thing about my career definitely would be when clients and I have spent numerous hours on the phone or looking at houses, me getting their criteria, searching MLS for like the home that I know is going to be their dream home. The biggest thing though is when they walk in and they don't have to tell me that they like the home. I can see their face light up, and you can see how much like their emotions are talking for them.
Yeah.
That to me is something that really is one of the favorite things of my career. Is it just shows and reiterates to myself that I'm doing my job well and that my clients are happy, because it really, homes do sell themselves, but as a matchmaker, that's really what a realtor is a matchmaker, learning and diving in deep to what you as a person, your wants, your needs, your desires, what your future looks like, all those things, and then taking that and finding a home that suits all those things.
Yeah. Awesome. If you had a dinner party and had to invite one musician, one politician, a famous couple, and a family member, who would you invite?
Okay, well, musician definitely would be Elton John.
Okay.
Because, well, I'd rent a piano for the night too.
Of course.
I wouldn't want to miss out on having a little private performance.
That's right.
I also think he's a lovely, lovely man. So bringing him in and just spending a dinner together would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Politician, I'm holding off on because I don't speak. I try and veer away from the political side of life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyone that wants to come could come on that.
All right.
Couple, I think I'd bring Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Okay.
Truly because they both, I love them in so many shows that I'm hoping that's their true self.
Yeah.
And I think they bring a lot of good conversation to the dinner table.
Okay.
And, well, for family member, I'd have to say my boyfriend, because I wouldn't want him to miss out on this dinner.
Of course not. To what extent do you think we shape our own destiny, and how much is left up to fate?
Yeah, well, I'm a firm believer that whatever is meant to happen does happen. But having said that, I do believe we shape our own destiny, because as much as things are meant to happen, like, for example, if I'm meant to be a realtor, I would have been a realtor, but I'm still the one that's going to shape my destiny. I'm
Right.
still the one who's going to have to put in all the hard work, efforts, energy, time, money, resources to make that actually happen. So I would say that we all do shape our own destiny, because it really is the difference of what we want and what we actually want. Like, what are we willing to put in the time for,
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. What makes you smile?
My dogs.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
They're two little bundles of joy, the little yappy guys, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have two. One is a purebred Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Gus.
Gus, okay.
He's a little chubby Chihuahua. He actually was born deaf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting experience training him. He knows sign language.
Really?
Yeah, he definitely knows no. But it was a really funny experience training, and finding out he was deaf. I didn't know when I initially got him actually that he was,
Oh, okay.
but it was a fun experience. And then my other little guy, so Gus is going to be 6 this year. Bentley is going to be 11 this year. He's a mixed breed. I rescued him very unbeknownst to myself. I didn't know I was going to be walking home with a dog that day. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
But the people that had him were going to bring him to the Humane Society, and I just I didn't have the heart for that. So he came home with me. I was intending to find him a good home. Well, I did. It was with me.
There you go.
But he's a Pomeranian Chihuahua mixed with something else. There's definitely something in there. Mystery.
Yeah.
Mysteries.
If you were a flavor of ice cream, what flavor would you be and why?
Mint chocolate chip.
That's a good one. I love that ice cream flavor.
Isn't it though? In my opinion, it's the best of the best. So
Yeah.
I want to be the best of the best. So I would say mint chocolate chip all the way.
Very fitting. Perfect. What does the word empowerment mean to you?
I would say the word empowerment means inspiring, uplifting others, and really showing your passion for empowering. So if you're helping uplift, bring positive reinforcement to somebody else's life, to me, that's empowerment.
Awesome. Now, do you think that the word empowerment and the women's empowerment movement, more the word empowerment, do you think that's become more of a buzzword and kind of overused and watered down? Or do you think that the word still holds the true meaning and it hasn't been overused?
Well, I think the word empowerment, I'm actually happy it's being used more and more. I don't think it's ever going to be overused, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. I think we should all use it and stand tall, because that is such a, and you know, we live in a world now where everyone wants to speak up and stand tall, which I am so for. And I think we all are such different people and we have different insights and different views, and we should be able to share them. And the woman empowerment, well, heck, I'm a woman. I want to feel empowered, and yeah. I'll continue to use that word. I think the only people who would say it's overused are the negative ones, and okay. We don't need them.
No, we don't. We don't need negativity. What would you say is one of your favorite quotes?
A pretty simple one, but it really, in my opinion, is really powerful. Okay. She can and she will.
I love it. That's awesome.
I find it to be really some positive reinforcement, empowering myself.
There you go. There's that word again. How do you define success? What does that word mean to you, Stephanie?
I would say to define success, and like for anyone as a very broad way of looking at it, would be just simply being happy and confident in your own shoes.
I love that. It doesn't, success to me anyways, doesn't equal money. It just means, I think success equals happiness, plain and simple.
I completely agree. You know, people look at some famous people with a lot of money out there over the years. Money truly doesn't buy happiness. So I think if we can be happy with who we are and feel successful in our shoes, then that is how, that's what's going to help us sleep at night. That's what's going to drive us to do better each and every single day, work towards our goals. Those are the things that are going to do that. So I think as long as we can be happy and confident in who we are as people, then we're successful.
I would have to agree with that. If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
I would say don't ever fall short of being yourself. Just keep being you. Shine through whatever hiccups come along the way. Well, because it's life, there's always going to be hiccups. And if you can find the positive side in it, then we're
golden.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say then we're winning.
And lastly, what advice would you give someone that's wanting to pursue a career in the world of real estate?
Well, I may be biased because all I've been doing is telling you how much I love real estate. I would say go for it, reach for the stars. But, you know, it's like any entrepreneur venture that someone could go down. It definitely requires a lot of hustle, a lot of dedication and determination, motivating yourself, being resourceful. Yeah. But ultimately, I would say do it. It's such a rewarding, powerful career. And if you ever want some positive advice, give me a call.
There we go. You got to remember, you got to hustle. But again, that holds true with any business venture you go into. It's not, things aren't just going to fall into your lap. You really you got to work for it. And I think that's a common myth that people get into entrepreneurship thinking that, this will be easy. I'll get to make my own hours. And if I don't feel like working, I don't have to. And I have found that you actually work a lot more than you would working for someone else. And it's so worth it, though.
I completely agree. What's the saying? Rome isn't built overnight.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what it is. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't the greatest with things. Good intentions, though. Good intentions.
Yes, absolutely.
But it really is true. Like you're building your own empire and you're starting with nothing. So you have to plant the seeds and continue to keep watering them. And eventually they start blossoming, but you don't get those flowers overnight. So
very true.
To keep working towards them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Stephaine, for being a guest today and sharing your journey path into the real estate world and your career and a bit about you, Stephaine, and your life and things you've done. I appreciate you sharing with us and being a guest here today. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Brad. It really means a lot, and I hope we've at least inspired and empowered one person minimum today.
I hope so.
Right? And thank you so much for doing what you do, because empowering women is empowering people in general, but women because, well, we're the greatest. But thank you for doing what you do, because it really... I know, and I can speak for a lot of people on this, that it really shines such a wonderful, powerful light, and I know we all appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I truly do love what I do. I love being able to speak with different women from different walks of life and hear your stories and share them with other women out there. So it's an absolute pleasure. I love doing what I do. So thank you for being part of it.
Your passion genuinely shines through as well. So anytime that we have spoke, I know your passion for what you do, whether it be podcast, photography, it really is amazing.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Once again, my name is Brad Walsh, host of your Empowerography Podcast. My guest today has been Stephaine King. She is a realtor based in Toronto, Canada. Thanks for being here, Stephaine, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Thanks, Brad. You as well.
Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. You can find me at visuphoria.ca and follow me on Instagram at Empowerography Podcast and on Facebook at Empowerography. Please join me next time for another inspirational story from yet another amazing woman.